Yep, that's me. It's about 6-ish years apart, different goals, and I went after it. I'll pop it up right here, the picture. Oof, that's crazy. For me, at least, I never thought I can like make such a big difference just by wanting it so bad. Person on the left was coaching jiu-jitsu, youth Muay Thai, basically lived martial arts, potentially maybe trying to be a fighter. Wasn't 100% yet, but I was staying light just for that reason too. It was nice because you don't want to compete with anyone that's heavier for you, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to fucking be too heavy if I fight. 150 pounds. I definitely wasn't as strong as I was now, but at the time it wasn't a problem because everyone I trained with was way heavier than me, and I had no problem training with heavier people, and a lot of them I would still manhandle depending on their skill level, so no big deal. But it got to a certain point where strength did become an issue with certain people, and I was like, wow, it doesn't matter what I do, they're so strong. So I basically was like, all right, maybe I need to get stronger. And I started getting into more of the fitness realm, started doing calisthenics, started getting stronger like that, got some muscle ups down, so had a good baseline strength. And the strength really did show, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't like the strength I thought I needed, because I got to using my legs one day when I started working at a gym, and I just realized I am not as strong as I want to be. And even though I was like, mentally my whole life like doing martial arts, I was like, it's fine. I can fuck up most people. I can fight. I think I'm a great fighter. All of the above. I was like, you don't need to have too much strong legs. Like, it's gonna slow you down. Like, you don't need to have this and that. And I realized, deep down inside, you really do want it. Everyone wants to be stronger. So, kind of lying to myself a little bit. So I essentially reallocated my resources and put it all into strength training. And I started doing lots of heavy lifting, specifically sled to build a good foundation, and or heavy wagon pulls, which was kind of the start of everything. Then going into barbell work with the deadlifts and squats. And I didn't make any excuses. I really wanted this, and I went after it. And if you got to know your goals, and if you know your goals, you got to get after it. You got to be crazy about it. I remember people were just like telling me, like, family members in a nice way, like they're just like, wow, you're going really, really overboard with this. Like, you're just a little too much here. You don't have to do this much to get your goals. Just you look fine, this and that. I'm like, it doesn't matter about how I look. It's about wanting strength and to be healthy. And people just don't understand if they don't get it, if they don't have it, because usually they're just used to being normal. And I was like, I don't want to be normal. I want to be better than normal. So, like, people who want to be good at something, you have to obsess, you have to get after it, and you have to make yourself uncomfortable. That was the most important thing. I made myself really uncomfortable with this heavy work. I put myself in really uncomfortable positions. And this is coming from someone who has a lot of back issues growing up, and really bad, like essentially paralyzed at one point. And I don't even want to talk about it. I think I have a video, and I brought it up as a whatever. So make yourself uncomfortable. I stopped making excuses, and I went after my goal. So know what your goal is, and don't be afraid to obsess about it. And yeah, put yourself in situations while you're training to get there.